Hey guys, this week we are on lesson number 5. Who gave Jesus authority? Sorry, it's hard to read up backwards. So, first and third grade, we're going to have 4 life groups. Well, the first one is the Goofy Games, so that's led by the MC, so really no pressure there. Life group 2 is titled Who's the Leader? Life group number 3, typically our experiment, is the ultimate authority, and life group number 3 is catch it, throw it. So for your first one is the Goofy Game. Basically, again, the MC is going to be leading this through the stage, but the kids are going to be asked to discuss who they think has the most superpower and why. So the MC will kind of direct that, and then you guys will facilitate the answers with your kids and things like that. You can start off, by choosing who you think has the ultimate superpower. And that's basically it. All right, so we're going to get started with life group number 1, which is titled Who's the Leader? This activity is a fun activity about leadership. The description is kids will try to identify a silent leader in their group who's leading different motions in the group. There are no supplies needed for this activity. To introduce the activity. All right, I need everyone to sit in a perfect circle so we can get started. During the large group, we learned that God gave Jesus authority. Who gave Jesus authority? God. Very good. But unlike Brandon, Jesus didn't abuse the authority he was given. He didn't boss people around. He didn't use it to hurt others. He didn't make people do things they didn't want to do. He didn't guilt people into listening and following him. Jesus led in a quiet, humble, loving way. Sometimes it didn't appear as if he was even leading because he did it in such an incredible way. We're going to do an activity that will see just how well each of us can lead. One person will be chosen to put their head down. While that person's head is down, I will silently choose someone to be the leader. As the leader, you want to make sure you don't draw attention to yourself. As the group, you want to make sure you don't look directly at the leader, because you will give the leader away. Everyone who wants to participate will get a chance to be the leader, and the person who has to discover the leader. So, practically, this is what we're going to do. We're all going to be in a circle, right? Again, you're going to choose somebody. I'm going to use Juliana as an example. Juliana is going to close her eyes and bow her head, and you're going to just kind of point at the leader, point to them or tap them on their foot or something. And then everybody else, you guys, be kind of silly, but just remind them. They need reminding. And then you'll say, okay, Juliana, I've chosen my leader. Now remember, you guys, don't look at the leader. Don't make it obvious. And leader, don't be so obvious when you're changing your moves, okay? Whoever the leader is, we're going to find out. Okay, so again, I'm going to start off, and then the leader, you're going to take over, okay? Juliana, you participate doing it, and then you got to see who the leader is. You got to be looking around, okay? So let's pretend that, the first, the teacher, you start clapping your hands. And then the leader will take over. And so let's pretend I'm the leader, right? I'll start. And then the whole group will start doing this. And then the leader. And the whole group will start. And then. And then. Okay, stop. Juliana, who was the leader? They can do 2, maybe 3 moves. And then Juliana will try to guess who that leader was. And so she might get it right. She might not. Okay. All right. So you'll play this as keep your eye on the countdown and play as long as you can. after the activity. Was it easy to figure out who was leading? What did you notice about the leaders who were the hardest to discover? A good leader doesn't draw attention to themselves. A good leader isn't big and bold and obnoxious when they lead. A good leader doesn't boss others around or treat people in a negative way. Jesus was a good leader because he treated others fairly and with kindness. He didn't draw attention to himself by acting as he was more important than those he led. Jesus allowed those closest to him share their thoughts and have input. He listened. God gave authority and power to Jesus because he knew Jesus would lead based on being a good example. If you're chosen to be or are asked to be a leader, remember how Jesus led. He didn't abuse his authority and he didn't lead out of selfishness. When you lead, allow Jesus' example to guide you. Once again, what are we doing? We're allowing Jesus' example to guide you. Very good.